Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. Until now in Turkey, there is no any news about these global Ikhwan rebels. It is more than 2 months now, I think, or more, because, as I told you before, they have a lot of links in Turkey also, in government especially. So the government at this critical time doesn't want these links to come out, especially there is some more important cases in Turkey, like Palestinian case. So maybe in one way they are right, but another way this topic will enter into Turkish agenda by all means, today or tomorrow. So delaying can't solve the problem. Anyway, let's continue. The first speech I made about these Hashies groups, it made really strong impact until today they threatened me directly. If I don't remove that video, that one will happen from Malaysia directly also. This threatening. Anyway, the jackals, they have their rules. When the lions, they are coward. So all the ummah actually became very coward, like chickens. They are trying to hide somewhere to keep their benefit, not to spoil their comfort. Anyway, but Allah always will keep His own people. لا تزال طائفة من أمتي, about this hadith, because this hadith is also not normal hadith, but it is very strong hadith. No one can deny about it is sahha. So I always try to keep in my life to be one of those lions, not to fear those jackals, to break this ummah. So what is the connection with Malaysia and these rebels? Global Ikhwan, Sendirian Berhad or Shirkat Berhad, means limited company. Those rebels, they resemble more to Hashies people in the history, but the problem, many Muslims, almost all of them, they know nothing about Hashies groups yet. While the Hashies groups, even it's famous in the world, even the books written about them by Westerns, it is more than by Muslims. They care about them more. Even Mongolians, at the last step, they got tired of them also, since they are bad, both sides, but still the badness came up to the hurting Mongolians' strategy. So at last, they are the Mongolians who removed them from the history all. They ended this problem. Even the Selçuk people, they couldn't handle it. Even Selahattin Eyyubi himself, he couldn't finish that problem. At last, he had to stand aside because of this power. So nowadays, in the modern world, the strongest Hashies groups, they are FETÖ, the one in Turkey, they broke somehow, the power broke. The second one is this global Ikhwan rebels. Actually, they are worse than FETÖ people, because FETÖ people, at least FETÖ rebels, at least they are educated somehow. They plan more professional, their tricks, their traps. But these people, global Ikhwan people, these creatures, they are like snails or pigs. You can't hold from any part of it. They are not educated. They have very bad manners. You can't know even. They are very stupid. You can't expect when to do, what to do something to you. They are up to that level. They are. Let us continue from my notes from here. Of course, they are British-made terrorist group. That one is very clear, because they can speak against anyone, any Muslim, but not against British. It is impossible. Anyone who speaks against British people or even Israel, they will make the sour face to him, because I lived that one. I saw this one many times. Their goal is, the tragedy is to spoil Muslim generations, especially young generations, as others they did, like FETÖ and others, and to spoil Islam's white face, the honor, clean face, and to show Islam as other religions as spoiled, it has no power, to collapse strong Islamic governments, Muslim leaders also, and those Muslim societies will be Muslim societies will be under their control. Remember that this deviant group, Global Ikhwan, came out the first time in the history in Malaysia at the time of Mahathir Mohamad. While he is the strongest leader of Malaysia in the whole Malaysian history. He is the one who made this Malaysia developed up to this level until now. And he is the one who made coup against these rebels, and he arrested the leader, the one who founded this group. He calls himself, and the Jama also, the groups, they call themselves himself Abuya. Abuya means my father. Even Allah forbid for the Prophet, our Prophet, to be called Abuya or Abuna. Okay? Because Allah says, مَا كَانَ مُحَمَّدٌ أَبَا أَحَدٍ مِّن رِجَالِكُمْ. The Prophet Muhammad is none of your father. Even Allah didn't give that right to the Prophet, but those rebels, Global Ikhwan rebels, they don't respect their own father, but they respect their sheikh, their leader, as their own father. That is why they call Abuya. Even one of them, maybe they don't know his real name as Muhammad Ash'ari, but they know him as Abuya. Anyway, this is another problem. Their leader, the one who passed away, Abuya, this Muhammad Ash'ari, had visited Turkey many times before in 80s, 90s. You can guess, of course, whom he met in Turkey. He met Adnan Oktar many times, Haydar Bash, and some others I don't want to mention here. They are all deviant rebels. Today, one passed away because of Corona, that he was really problematic. He was Haydar Bash. He was Shia. We didn't know until he pronounced it by himself. He announced himself by his mouth. He supported all the genocides by Shia, and he cursed on Ahl Sunnah many times. That is why we realized. Anyway, he passed away. Adnan Oktar, everyone knows who he is. A very stupid man and very Israeli Mossad agent. So he even in his books still you can see his picture with them. Only unfortunately, as FETÖ did before, they removed every information. FETÖ also did the same, and pictures against them. So I had seen in their books directly, this Abuya's books, Muhammad Ash'ari's books directly. He has pictures with Adnan Oktar, Haydar Bash, such people. Anyway, until now their new leader, of course, this one in the picture, this stupid man, he was the driver of Abuya before. He's illiterate. He doesn't know even how to write, how to read, and he doesn't know English, Arabic, anything. He didn't study Islam at all, but he became sheikh. How? He made coup in the Jama, in that group, through coups. 4 people. One of them is Dutch, not Malaysian even. Malaysian passport. Of course, they got away their way, but he's Dutch. Even I met him in Malaysia, and his father, I think still maybe he's holding Dutch, Holland's passport. So the intelligence, the information they get, secret informations, it is through Holland. Holland gives them direct support. So, like this is one of them also. You can see how he is changed. He under chain now, this leader. I hope because of the Western politics, Anwar Ibrahim doesn't step back and they get power back again. I hope they will, Anwar Ibrahim will remove them from their roots and remove them from all the world, not only from Malaysia. Anyway, he has still very strong connection with FETÖ people. I know it personally because when I used to meet them in 2008, 2010, their leaders, whenever I speak against FETÖ people that time, they used to say, how can you speak? You are a big Hoja like this, you are respected. How can you speak against our Muslim brothers. They always used to make face and like so until now, until today, they never speak one word even against FETÖ, because they are still collaborating, secretly and openly. So how they became strong like this? Before Anwar Ibrahim of course came after Mahathir Mohamad, because Mahathir Mohamad, when his age is still 90s, he passed 90. He quitted his own party. He made new party, and he made cooperation with Anwar Ibrahim's party, PGR, if I'm not mistaken the name. So they entered elections very like Tayyip Erdogan. They made just a party, and they joined the elections directly. They won it. But Mahathir Mohamad, since he is old, like more than 1 year, 2 years he ruled. Then he gave to power Anwar Ibrahim. So before them, there was Najib Razak, who is the worst Malaysian leader, president. He is the most robber. He robbed not only from Malaysia, but from United Arab Emirates. They funded him, they financed him to make their own program there. Projects. One of them was Global Ikhwan. Global Ikhwan is actually financed by United Arab Emirates especially, and Western people, of course. That one is very clear. Saudi people, Jordan, because their second biggest link is in Jordan. So Amman especially. So they have very strong relationship with Israel, of course. That is why they can't blame Israel. They always speak the Ahl Kitab or something like that. Another thing, their link is strong. They link secret links like FETÖ up to the level since 2017. I tried to contact Malaysian embassy in Ankara. They always keep silent. I write official letters that those groups, those rebels, they kidnapped my wife and 4 children. They never replied. I called them. They said, okay, they will care. They never replied. My email is still there. It's not replied. Even Najib Razak, that time the president's lawyer, had divorced my wife in Malaysia officially and married her. The Jamar, the groups, those rebels married my wife to one of their leaders as the 4th wife until now. So I applied, of course, in Turkey also, like Turkish embassy in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysian capital city, and I visited also some high people, diplomats in Foreign Affairs Ministry directly. They just acted and pretended as if taking care of my case. They did nothing. I applied many people, even Jimer. I wrote a lot of complaints. None of them they replied until now, since 2017. Actually, this problem started 2015. But when I couldn't solve by myself these problems, I had to apply to my government and Malaysian government. Both of them, they did nothing, exactly nothing. So, in Malaysia, until now, recently also I called Malaysian embassy, nothing. In 2007, if I'm not mistaken, through one high-level person whom I know so personally and through my family, I requested him. He said, Malaysian security intelligence, let me say intelligence directly, then they can understand better, in Malaysian embassy in Ankara, he has very close relationship with him. He requested her, it was lady, she came to his office to meet me. So we met meeting, with triple meeting, me and that high level person in Turkey, very, very critical position that time. You know what that intelligence told me, that Malaysian lady? Sorry, our embassy is under control of Global Ikhwan rebels. Even they can listen to us there. If we can't make any secretary, they themselves admitted that one. He said, this case, family case, is the 8th one in Turkey. 8th. They did before 7, and Malaysia couldn't do anything. He said Turkish people, Turkish government also couldn't do anything. Just they lost their family. That's all. Their children. So now they are still threatening me with my children there. For almost 10 years, I never see them. I couldn't contact them because it's forbidden. They banned all my telephone, everything. Even I went up to Malaysia. I don't know even the address. They accused me with opium, such things. Then I'll be hanged there according to Malaysians law. So I had to escape that night at around 2 o'clock by plane because the order arresting letter hadn't gone yet to airport. So I escaped in Navy. So I can't, since that time I can't go to Malaysia. See the world how it is going on. See Israel people when they are making genocide in Palestine, in Syria, in Lebanon, and in Yemen, in other countries, even Iran maybe. Tomorrow will be Turkey, and we are still after our comfort. In Turkish, there is a proverb saying, when the wolf coming to eat donkey sees it that it is coming to eat, he is hurrying to eat more plants, more such things before he dies. Instead of trying to escape, running away, he doesn't want to give up from his comfort, even it causes the death. Today the ummah like this. That is why we must be very strong and to awake this ummah. Other way they will be under like those spiders, these FETÖ and Global Ihwan people. They are like spiders of Western people, cross-sides and Zionist people. They are really, as Allah said, for the Munafiq people, humul adu. Oh, the Prophet, this is the rebels, not America, not Israel, but the real enemies, these Munafiq people, these hypocrites, today's FETÖ people, today's Global Ihwan people. So all our focus must be all those groups. Humul adu fahzarhum. Allah telling his Prophet, avoid them fast. You remove this problem fast. Others, they are easy. That is why our Prophet removed their all power. They became like that. They became very passive. They couldn't do their fitna much. All they did, it turned against them. But today, it turned opposite. They are living their golden time. So, please, the people in Turkey, be aware of these Global Ihwan people. They are still strong in Turkey. They have still their links. Even their leader, you don't know, even almost 10 years, he used to live in Istanbul, not in Malaysia. Global Ihwan leader. This is the one I showed you the picture, this stupid man, this rebel, this one, who is on the chain. So, this news should enter in Turkish agenda nowadays, because this case is very, very critical.